NOAA is out with its winter prediction. It's calling for drier, warmer conditions across southern tier and wetter, cooler conditions for the north. So Mike, what can you tell us?
Well, we're heading into another La Nina winter, which is kind of unusual to get at least a couple here in a row. So that's something that we'll definitely be watching as we head into the early part of winter. In the meantime, the root zone moisture. And at first glance, there's really no major changes in the past week, which is unusual. Usually I can point out some places that have changed dramatically, and I'm sure there are some localities that have, but as an overall picture, it hasn't too much. The same wet areas were there last week. They've changed a little bit. Same differences out west. That's going to be changing, I think. Root zone will definitely show wetter conditions next week by this time for the western tier of states. Now the drought monitor, that has changed a little bit. We've seen a little bit more drought in the central part of the country. So there's the current one going back 4 weeks. No major changes. I think there's just a little bit more dry areas showing up, but we do have some systems coming east that will probably change that. 3 weeks ago it looked like that. 2 weeks ago, you can see it's just kind of changing a little bit there from week to week as we head through the past month in the middle of the country, most of the west, obviously continuing dry. That'll take a little while to change. You need more than 1 or 2 storms like we're getting to actually change that dramatically. So here you go. There's one of those storms. There's the first one, already causing heavy rains, parts of western Washington, Oregon, Northern California. System in the east, nothing heavy out of this, but this is much chillier air. First real shot of chilly air for this time of the year. I hate to say cold because it isn't colder than normal in most of these places except for a day or two in the Great Lakes and the northern portions of the Mississippi Valley. Nighttime lows are going to be kind of cold though underneath especially that northern area of high pressure. You can see the scattered showers continuing in parts of the east, and then we see a little bit coming in through the middle of the country there, but we'll be watching these systems as they come east. Eventually into Sunday and Monday we may see some heavier amounts of rain farther to the east. Precipitation estimate past 24 hours, adding in the next 36. You can see a little bit. Eastern parts of the country, most of it's going to be out west for a change. High temperatures this afternoon, only 40s and 50s, the northern tier of states. Low temperatures tonight, we're going to see some places into the freezing range there, as you can see in the northern tier as well. Still going to be mild though throughout the next 48 hours through the southern tier of states. So we do have this big cutoff low north of the Great Lakes. That kind of weakens, as you can see, then systems coming from west to east. And the big one coming as we head into the middle of next week, and that may bring a shot of colder air, even colder air, I should say, behind it. That's a look across the country. Now let's take a look at some local forecasts. Heading to Bakersfield, California, first of all, nice with a mixture of sunshine and clouds, high of 77. Valentine, Nebraska, plenty of sunshine on the cool side, but not too bad, high of 64. And Huntsville, Alabama, mostly sunny and comfortable, high around 68.